an irredentist government gains control of Bulgaria. Quickly, Romania, Serbia, Greece, Turkey, and Macedonia declare war on Bulgaria. Ooh, bet you didn't expect that one. And now they're surrounded. Can they win? Can this empire be formed? Or is it doomed to fail at this point? Well, we'll have to see. Well, we can see with Greece invading in the south, but this quickly stalls out as the Third Balkan War is underway. Poor old Bulgaria. The problem. And while eventually from the north Romanian troops move in, the south Turkish troops, they both quickly take over Varna. And while then, well, Serbia tries to take over Sofia, and they fail. They realize, oh, this isn't working. And so, well, Bulgarian attack towards Skopje begins. As they manage to push back to the border, and they quickly advance in, quickly seizing the city. And wow, they do it very well as they seize the city and then all of Macedonia. And while at this point we can color this red because it's fully occupied. And where do they head now? Well, they eventually decide to push to capture Thessaloniki, or whatever it's called, which they do pretty fast. Thus, using this, they quickly manage to push Turkey out of Greek Thrace. And well, then they push to capture their... And then they push towards Bucharest, with them moving towards the coast. And quickly moving north to take Bucharest. With the situation rapidly intensifying as Constanta falls. And at this point, Bucharest is encircled and it manages to fall. But they capture northern Dobruja, and now they turn their eyes on Serbia with an advance towards Belgrade. But they manage taking a bit of land from Serbia, as the push into Serbia goes very well. And while in Serbia they go very far, but Serbia sues for peace along with Greece. Thus, Turkey has started to get pushed back from Greek Thrace, as the Bulgarians want to push them back. A, out of the Bosphorus Strait. B, they want to capture not Islamabad, they want to capture Istanbul. And C, they want to capture Ankara. They got 3 goals. 3 big goals. And now they advance. Quickly they take Istanbul and the Bosphorus Strait. With this, their massive military that they have now marches and moves into Ankara. Quickly, Ankara is captured. This leads to peace, because they sue for it. Bulgaria is now ready to seize Albania, Ukraine, and more. But let's see the peace treaty. Seize Crimea for once and for all. But they don't know what's about to go down as they attack Ukraine. Oh, you think they don't? It can't be that bad, you might be thinking. It's not going to be that big of an escalation. Yeah, about that. Albania, Kosovo, Montenegro, Bosnia, Croatia, Moldova join the war. Although they win on one front, they're struggling in another. Well, they push in to take out Moldova, and they push to take Odessa. With this advance being rapid. Why rapid? Because they need to do it fast. And yes, I've recorded this video quite a while before. But it doesn't matter. And while Moldova is quickly overrun, with no Romanian help. And then Odessa manages to fall. But while this happens, Bulgaria finally manages to take advantage on the other front. With a failed advance, they were able to hold enough forces. Bulgaria marches in and quickly encircles and takes over Crimea. And then they move into the capital here. I don't know what's called. Pristina, maybe? Prajivka Falls. And then they finally move into Bosnia to take Sarajevo, with them quickly taking it over, thus taking over the Bosnian parts. Then they move up north to take more parts of it over. Thus they move in to take Croatia over. Not Croatia, Zagreb over. And then they move up the Croatian coast. And well, they succeed as they run victorious over the lands. Well, let's go back to this. And a peace treaty is about to be signed, but before that, Bulgarian forces land in Crimea, quickly moving to secure it before they move down to take over Sebastopol. And then they do this, with them realizing if they cross out, they can take Kherson, which is what they do, thus creating a land bridge to Crimea. And well, let's see the peace treaty. Puppets across the Balkans. But now they end up starting the Second Bulgo-Serbian War. Why, you might ask? Well, because they want more land. Let's be honest and truthful. Well, I'm quickly moving in from the north, and they start to encircle the city of Belgrade. And after this, they march into Belgrade. Quickly, Belgrade collapses, thus leading to a front line like this, with Bulgarian troops moving in from here, leading to two areas that surrender. And let's see the peace treaty. Lands from Serbia, and thus they create Yugoslavia as a puppet, by uniting their puppets. In the Greek War, what's the goal of this, you might be saying? Oh, just plain old revenge. Nobody's their ally, so they're just revanchist at this point. Romania is just praying they're not next, which, spoiler alert, they're not next. Or are they? They're not. Although that's a suspicious way to say it. With them landing in the island of Crete and multiple islands, and they move in to take the capital, Athens. And while why they come from the south, they also came in from the north. The north was just slower, much slower. So let's see this peace treaty. Lands and a bunch of their Aegean islands. Now Bulgaria owns the Aegean Sea. They have access to the Adriatic directly, access to the Mediterranean directly. They have ownership over the Bosphorus Strait. They also have ownership over the access point to the Azov Sea. Basically, now they dominate the region. So let's go to the last part. As Bulgaria has truly seized its goals, its lands, it leads the whole Balkans and influences as far as Anatolia. Thus, by 2032, it controls the Bosphorus, Aegean, Adriatic, and Black Seas with the largest fleet. Thus, Bulgaria rules the waves, not Britannia. The next upload will be What If Greece forms an empire on June 19th? How will they achieve glory? Then on the 21st of June, we will see how the Kazakhstan could form an empire. On the 23rd, we head to Thailand to see how they will form an empire. Also, we are headed to 5,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. Wild Mapper out. Bye, guys.